We are currently witnessing the most severe dual choke point shipping crisis in modern history. As of March 2026, the unthinkable has happened. The Strait of Hormuz, the world's most critical energy artery, is effectively closed. For those of you watching in the USA, this is not just a foreign news story. This is a direct hit to your wallet. With 20% of the world's oil and 20% of global liquid natural gas, LNG, stuck behind a wall of naval mines and missile threats, the energy market is in a state of absolute panic. Brent crude has already eclipsed to $120 a barrel, and some analysts are whispering the number everyone is afraid of, which is $200 a barrel. Today on IXV International, we are not just talking about the war, we are talking about the wealth transfer happening because of it. Is your business ready for the $200 oil scenario? All right, come on, let's dive into it. When the uncertainty hits the roof, capital doesn't disappear, it moves. If you want to protect your portfolio, you need to watch where the smart money is flowing right now. And I'm going to give you 3 places where it is flowing. Let's name them. 1, the defense and deterrence, the cybersecurity shield, and domestic energy. These are the 3 main places that money is flowing. Now let's go back to 1, which is defense and deterrence. With the US and Israel engaging in strike against Iranian infrastructure, the traditional big 5 defense contractors are seeing record backlogs. But keep an eye on drone tech and autonomous naval systems. These are the tools actually being used to sweep mines and escort tankers. Number 2, which is the cybersecurity shield. This is not just a war of missiles, it is a war of code. Since the conflict began on February 28, cybersecurity on financial services and energy grids have reached critical levels. Companies that provide hardened infrastructure security are no longer a luxury, they are a mandatory expense for every Fortune 500 company. Number 3, it is domestic energy. Because the US is a net exporter of energy, we are in a unique position. While Europe and Asia are scrambling, US-based LNG and Shell producers are the lenders of the last resort. The premium on safe American energy is at all-time high. Now, here is something the mainstream media rarely explains: the insurance deadline. Most people think ships stop moving because they are afraid of being hit by a missile. That's only half the truth. Ships stop moving because they lost their insurance. In the last 2 weeks, war risk premiums for the Gulf have surged by over 1,000%. Take a pause, think about it. 1,000%. To put that into perspective, a single tanker voyage that used to cost $600,000 in insurance now costs over $7.5 million. Many maritime insurers have started canceling protection and indemnity, which is P&I, cover for the Strait of Hormuz entirely. If a ship doesn't have P&I cover, it cannot, dock at most major global ports. It becomes a ghost ship. This is the invisible blockade, by the way. Even if the US Navy offers escort, if a commercial ship can't get insured, it stays a code. This is why the supply chain is not just delayed, it is physically frozen. So, where is the opportunity for you? It is an adaptive supply chain tech. We're seeing a massive race to adopt agentic AI in logistics. This is not just tracking apps. They are autonomous systems that can reroute a fleet in real time. When Hormuz closes, these AI control towers simulate thousands of what-if scenarios. They automatically rebook air freights, adjust inventory levels in warehouses across Africa and Europe, and swap suppliers before the shortage even hits the shelves. Companies like Discotes, Minds Studios, and Project 44 are the forefront of this. If you are an investor, you want to look at the connective tissue of trade, the software that makes a chaotic world feel organized. The just-in-time model is dead. The just-in-case model powered by AI is the new gold standard right now as we speak. The US-Iran standoff is not just a temporary blip, it is a structural shift in how the world moves energy. Whether we hit $200 for oil barrel or the situation de-escalates tomorrow, the fear of another closure has already changed the math for every CEO on the planet. Africa is stepping up as the alternative energy hub. The US is doubling down on domestic production, and the tech sector is building a digital fortress around our supply chains. The question is not whether the world will change, it is whether you will be holding the right asset when it does. I'm Momo Kanu, and this is IXV International. If you want the specific data sheets on the energy tickers we are watching this month, join our newsletter at the link below. Subscribe for video 2, where we will be looking at why Africa is the world's new energy plan. And I want you to stay sharp, be ready, because the opportunities are presenting themselves and you're right there to take them. Again, I'll see you in the next video.